All right, guys. Um, just want to say one or two things about the match yesterday. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments, a lot of Arsenal fans whining and complaining about Arteta's setup to the game. Yeah, you can blame him for all you care, but that was a big match, and it requires a lot of mental excellence to get it right. If he had won the game 1-0 yesterday, we would have been praising him. Liverpool, who won the game, only won it by just one moment of brilliance by just one player. We can see Liverpool's attack yesterday were all toothless and nothing came from them. They were all silenced by Arsenal defense, even when we had our best defender off through injury, our best player, Saka, off through injury, Martin Odegaard coming in way late after, that's one of the things I blame Arteta for personally. I blame him for not making those substitutions early enough. We have Max Doman there. The Liverpool defense were very physical, and if he had brought McDoman in, Max Doman in, we wouldn't be complaining this way because I know McDoman would have committed that Liverpool defense into penalty kicks. You understand? And in those games, it's just those one or two moments of brilliances that you get your result. You can't really outplay a top team. You have your moments, take it. Okay, when he brought Cheze in, you can see how much he contributed to the team, which I expected him to have done earlier in the game. Like, what stopped you from changing Martinelli around 50 minutes mark? What stops you? Martinelli was clearly struggling. He wants to prove himself at all costs rather than do the basics. So, and he kept getting into trouble. You could see one at some point he was supposed to just play a true pass for Gyökeres to be on goal, but he chose to run and his head was down. He just wants to impress. He wants to get back to the good book of the fans, and he kept running into troubles. So honestly, the game went the way it went, and I can't fault anybody. If that one moment of brilliance did not come from Soboslai, the game would probably have ended 0-0 draw, and we wouldn't have complained. Yes, a lot of people are saying Arteta is playing with handbrake on, and the same goes to Liverpool. They were playing safe also. They didn't want to concede. They were not going all out for it. That's why you couldn't see anything special from the attack. So we should all just calm down. The season just got started. Yes, we've lost 3 points, and the confidence and the joy here is we have players that can compete. Having your best players go off through injury and you have to play the best team in the Premier League last season. They won the league, so they are arguably the best team last season, and they are still in contention. So playing them and see putting out that kind of performance, you can't say it's a fluke. It didn't just come from somewhere. It's not just one day thing. This team has it in them. Yeah, they just need to go and work on their individual brilliances, because that is what will win the league for you. That is what will get you through the season. There was a moment where I expect Odegaard to shoot, and he was still looking for the pass. I don't understand why. So those are the moments that changes game. In big games like this, those are the moments. So those are the things I felt the team should look at and work on. Arteta should look at and work on. Yes, he needs to allow his players to play freely sometimes, especially the creative players. He needs to allow them play, enjoy, and do a lot of things without having play by the book, by instructions, because I guess that's part of the problem they're having. Even a bit chase, they had one chance. I expect him to just shoot, but he took the second touch. Yeah, those moments are the moments. You're not going to get easy decisions for penalty, because I noticed a lot of Arsenal players were looking for that. Timbers were during Timber each and every time he gets into the 18 box, he wants to. Merino wants to get those decisions. No, you won't get it in big games. Before you can be awarded free kicks, penalties, you have to have. It has to be very obvious. Nobody who is going to give you that against a big team, against defending champions. You understand? So they have to work on their individual moments of brilliance. It has to just click at some point for them, and boom, get it across. So yeah, it has gone the way it gone. Let's hope international break is here. By the time the boys are back, they'll be fresh. Hope Saka will be back to fitness. Odegaard will be back to full fitness, and Ebre Chase will be ready to go on. Because for me, Martinelli needs to go back to the classroom and dust a lot of stuff over again. Thank you.